What's up, friends? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a shorty. I know I always say I'm going to do a little short video, but today I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes. I'm going to briefly talk about how I got started playing in open tuning. People ask me all the time, how did you wrap your head around playing in open C after playing in standard tuning all those years? Trial by fire. So basically what I did is I went on the internet, I found a blank fretboard map, printed it out, and wrote down every single fret, every single note on each individual string, starting with C, G, C, E, G, C. Okay, so that's how open C is tuned. If you're in open E, it would be E, B, E, G sharp, B, E. What's nice about it is when you switch to this tuning, the top two strings are going to be the same shapes and stuff that you're used to. So if you're playing in a pentatonic scale, all that stuff is the same, which is nice. So when you start to kind of look at the map, you pick up on where your octaves are. Right? So this kind of, the way that I did it is every night when I was watching TV, I would just sit down and figure out relationships and where things are. So I started quickly realizing, obviously, you know, when you just put your finger across one fret, this is, so C, D, E, F. So normally where your A would be, that's all F, okay? F major. So when you go across, you'll realize that when you're in open tuning, that third string, everything's a half step down. So like normally where your major third would be there, from like A to C sharp, so F to A. A's here now. Okay? So, you know, what we'll realize, and so here's your octave. What you start to realize is you can do things like this. So doing little, you know, sus chords. It's actually pretty effortless, right? So let's just talk about C. Now when I started working this stuff out, I found that, you know, here's my C, here's G, A, B, C. So what I did is I found, okay, so there's C, right? So this is also C. So C, D, E, F, right? So my E is right there, just like a normal third would be. When you play like the 5th string and the 4th string, that shape, still the same. And then if you play your first, if you put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, there's your triad, okay? So then what I usually started with was just figuring out move into 1, 4, 5. Put everything outside that you already know with guitar. Everything, every dominant 7, every minor 7, every tension that you know how to play, all those shapes, just wipe them. Sunshine of the Spotless Mind type. So just get rid of that stuff. What you want to do is just start simple in this tuning, in any tuning, is just start with triads. So here's your C, here's your F, here's your G, here's your F, back to C. Now, what's cool about this is you'll start to realize that the inversions are just kind of flipping themselves on top of each other. So here's your C, right? If I want to do a first inversion, which is taking, I don't want to get too deep into theory, but first inversions are starting that C major chord from the 3rd. So from the 2nd note, that's part of that triad. So like when I talked about before, here's your octaves, right? There's that C. So if you're playing, you know, blues stuff, that C right there is just going to invert on itself from here to here. So now we're going to start the chord E, G, C. Okay? And then you should start doing that with each of those different 1, 4, 5s. So here's the C, here's the F, there's the F. There's your C. Intonation's off. It's been a while since I've had these guitars set up, since COVID, so I haven't been to my luthier, but it's about time. Okay, so there's some triads really quick. Now let me go through those one more time. So here's your C. Starting on the 5th fret of your 5th string. Then remove your 3rd finger, put your pinky or your 3rd finger across to that 5th fret of the 2nd string. There's F, starting on this A, because here's your A. It's a great exercise. I did that a ton when I was kind of just chilling on the couch. So C, C, F, F, G, G, C. Let's do it one more time. All right, cool. And then you're going to start to find these different relationships and these different shapes. These are all things that we're kind of used to playing, like shape-wise. Now here's, if you're on the 12th fret, here's another quick way for 1, 4, 5. And then I'm going to stop this video because we're going to keep continuing this, but I want to do it in short spurts. Here's C, 12th fret. Here's F. Now this F starts on the C, so that's the 2nd inversion. Right? And that shape is going to be 1st finger, 12th fret, middle finger, 13th fret on the 3rd string. Your ring finger is going to be on the 14th fret of the 2nd string. And let's just shift that all up a whole step. There's your G. And then there's the C. Right? This is the octave above down here. So check it out. Very simple. Simple, stupid exercises like this help you get used to playing those shapes, get you that muscle memory in your hands, get you playing this instrument, and then you just transpose this to everything, okay? Same thing if we were in F, right? All these shapes. And then you can start doing embellishes around these. So I'm gonna keep kind of giving you some of these nuggets that kind of came into my life and made things a lot easier for me to kind of get into playing this tuning, so I can jump around and play dominant 7 chords and play all the stuff that I normally do play in standard, like, you know, learning the pentatonic scale. All that stuff came from me learning these triads and getting used to the fretboard. Triads are a beautiful roadmap to help you learn your fretboard. Never ever take triads for granted. They are there to be your pal. All right, guys, stay safe, take care of each other. If this is your first time to the channel, subscribe, join the club, join the squad, hang out. There's nerdy stuff that happens here. All these guys should be up behind me on a wall soon, which we're gonna enjoy those. So also check out this this next coming week. I got this guy George Stanford on At Home with Mark. He's a singer-songwriter. He works out in LA, also writing music for film and TV, and there's probably been some shows that you've heard his music in. So, and he also has amazing original music. So come on out, hang out there. Open C, get after it. It's super fun. Or open E, or open whatever. Just do it. Have fun with this instrument. Get it in your hands. Play it every day. It's a blessing. All right, guys. See you soon.